Hey Leo, welcome to your weekly forecast for July 1st through the 7th. We're going to see what's coming up for our Leo friends, continuing with our summer mermaid ocean theme, more ocean cards. Guys, this past week, a lot of the people that have been coming to me for private readings have been coming with really deep questions, like life purpose, career path, spiritual growth. They've been asking me really deep questions. I'm not complaining. I love that stuff. I love doing those kinds of readings. But I figured since a lot of people seem to have some really deep questions going on right now, why not use a really deep deck? So we're going to see what is happening, my darlings. And what is coming up for you. Here's your Monday, Tuesday. Your Wednesday, Thursday. And your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And after we look at these cards, I'm going to pull an angel message for you from an angel deck. So your Monday, Tuesday card, my dears, and I'm just going to read it like this, and then I'm going to pull it back and you can see the whole picture. But we have the Nereid. Holding to the ideal while endeavoring to attain it will help to realize it. So some of you are like having issues with manifestation. Some of you have been doing things or trying things like vision boarding or, like the self-help kind of stuff. And you're like, man, like, why isn't it happening? Why am I not manifesting yet? What's going on here? What's the issue here? What's the holdup? So this is asking you, oh gosh, in my other tripod, it like grew legs and walked off. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it went. I'm using my older tripod and it's having issues, as you can tell, unfortunately. So some of you are just kind of like in this energy where you're just trying to figure out, like what is going on? What is up? Like what is the hold up with my manifestation? And so you're being asked to come into the energy of keeping your eyes on the prize, especially in the beginning of the week. So keep your focus on what it is that you want. Keep your focus on what it is that you're trying to create. Keep visualizing it. Keep seeing yourself at the finish line. One of the biggest mistakes people make when they're trying to manifest is they try to visualize or they try to manifest the whole process of how to get there. Right? Like when we say, oh, like daydream and see yourself there, they'll daydream the journey to how they got there. And when we do that, we kind of slow down our manifestation. Just focus and see yourself having crossed that finish line, whatever that end goal is, whatever that end desire is. Begin taking logical, rational, reasonable steps in that direction. But be open to how you end up there. Do what you can in the present moment as far as what's in your power. But don't try to visualize the entire journey of how you're going to get there. Just focus on where it is you want to be. This card made me really laugh when it came up for one of the other signs this week. Because when I was looking at the card for them and their energy, for some reason in that moment, not so much now, but in that moment it made me think of, gosh, this tripod drives me nuts, made me think of Larry from the show Three's Company. I don't know if any of you used to watch that show back in the day. It's an older show. Some of you younger ones might be like, I've never heard of it. But Larry was like, he was not the most attractive guy. He was even a little kind of, annoying or arrogant or cocky. He's probably not the type of personality that maybe you or I would, meet at a party or at a bar and be like, oh, wow, I really want to, get close with that guy, or I really want to be with that guy. Unless that's what you're into. I don't know. Maybe some of you had a crush on Larry. But the thing about Larry is he wasn't the most attractive guy. He wasn't the smartest. He wasn't the funniest. He wasn't the most charming. He wasn't the wealthiest. But, he just had something that worked for him. He got a lot of ladies. He was this ladies' man, right? That was what was important to him, and that's what he manifested. And he was patient, He was very just kind of like, okay, if I'm getting rejected, it's just, no sweat off my back. I'll get the next one. There's a lot of fish in the sea. I'll get the next one. And he had this very abundant attitude, or this mindset of like this universe of like abundantly filled with women. And that was like his thing. and it worked for him. So I'm just saying in this reading here now is whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, whatever it is that you want, you don't have to be the best in one area or all areas to achieve it. Be open to knowing that you deserve to receive it the way that you are now. Like I said, like Larry wasn't, really anything special, but he just kind of felt like, yeah, like women are going to be into me, or there's going to be women out there who are going to be into me. So just being that deservingness, being that confidence that you deserve to receive that which you're trying to manifest, that it's an abundant universe. If you don't catch it this time, despite your efforts, you'll get it the next one. And just realize and understand that you don't necessarily have to be anyone or anything different from what you already are. You don't have to create this whole other identity for yourself. It's always good to strive and to work to be our best selves. It's a wonderful thing to be motivated, to want to continue to improve and be like a better version of yourself. But that doesn't mean that you don't deserve to receive until you're at that better version of you. Right? You deserve to receive in this moment now. So this card is asking you to hold the ideal of what you're trying to manifest and to continue working towards it, and it's going to be yours. And be in that confidence, be in that belief that you will be receiving it. Your Wednesday, Thursday, my darlings, is card number 13, Lorelei. Your aim achieved brings satisfaction in accomplishment. So you are discouraged, Leo. That's what these cards are telling me. That you've been maybe like working towards something and maybe it's not happening as fast as you would like. And Libra kind of had like a similar energy where they had discouragement in other ways. And so you just kind of might be like tiring out. Maybe discouragement is not the right word. Maybe you're kind of tiring out, Leo. And this is saying, look, just keep aiming, keep your aim, and you're going to receive satisfaction. You're going to accomplish that which you're aiming for. Leos can sometimes have a reputation for like wanting to be the center of attention, or wanting to receive a lot of recognition, or like, have somebody kind of like, give them a pat on the back or sing their praises. But I feel with a lot of the Leos that I have known, underneath that, it's just like, it's this desire to please. Like, you all really want to please, and you look for validation in others, that you're doing a good job, or that something that you've done is like of value. Like, you want to hear the validation, you want to receive appreciation, right? And so some of you maybe have not been receiving the appreciation that you rightfully deserve, or you may not be receiving like the verbal confirmation, or like the hey, good job, that you rightfully deserve. And so as a result, some of you may be kind of frustrated or wondering, am I even on the right path? Or does anybody even notice how hard I'm working? Or are my efforts being appreciated? And this is saying, don't worry about anybody else. Just keep your focus, keep your aim, and know that your goals are going to be realized, and that you are going to end up where you want to be. You don't have to be so much concerned about how other people are perceiving it, or if they're appreciating it, or if they're being expressive of it. Like, you just keep doing you. The number 13 is jumping out at me too with this card. We can look at it a couple of ways. We can look at it as the number 13, or we could reduce it like they do in numerology. So it would be 1 plus 3 equals 4. We could look at it as separate, 1 and the number 3. A lot of different ways. And so 13 in like the American culture, I'm not sure about other cultures in the world, but 13 in the American culture a lot of the times is thought in a superstitious way as an unlucky number. That 13 is like bad luck, things not working out. And this is a card that, if we look at the number 13 and we break it down another way, 1 is emphasizing a new beginning. 3 is letting you know your ascended masters are with you. And then if we reduce it to 4, it means your angels and guides are working behind the scenes. The Ascended Masters are also working behind the scenes to help you bring things in your favor, to give you a solid foundation, to give you the platform that you need in which to grow on like really fertile ground. And so because things are being shifted around and 13 is kind of seen as like an unlucky number, I feel that what I've seen happen a lot of the time is when 13 is a repeating number for people, where they keep saying the number 13, is the universe is saying, look, things might be moving around right now in ways that you don't like. You might feel like you can't catch a break. You might feel like you're really unlucky right now, but please know and please trust that things are being redirected to bring you something better. A lot of the times when 13 comes up, there's some kind of divine intervention that's happening. I did a reading for a client in India not too long ago, and she shared an Indian expression with me, which I thought just was so great at wording, what a lot of people experience when that 13 energy is around us. And she said that they have an expression there: every time right before I'm gonna bite the fruit, it falls from my hand. And so maybe you feel that way, like you're about to enjoy something. This is it. This is going to work out. And right when it seems like you're about to grasp it, it might not work out, or it might like fall apart, or it might be taken away. And so that can feel very discouraging, but it's just that things are being cleared because something better is meant for you. Something or someone better is meant for you. So have trust that these things that are happening, it doesn't mean that you have bad luck. It means that you're being redirected to something better. To try to remind yourself of this if you're getting down or if you're getting discouraged. Our next card here is the beluga whale. Begin whatever you dream of now. So for some of you, you might kind of be feeling like you're back at square one, or you're like at this rock bottom kind of situation. Hopefully not. Hopefully you're not feeling rock bottom. But even if you are, there's no time like the present to start. And this is telling you that this is a time to begin your dreams. So some of you have been really working in a specific direction, right? But we talked about how maybe things have been falling apart, or you seem like you can't catch a break. Maybe you've been applying to job after job and nothing's happening. Nobody's calling you back. It's been a long time. It's been a few months. It's been a year, whatever it might be. What about that dream that you've been putting off? Maybe you always thought, oh, I'd like to go back to school. Well, if you're really trying on the job hunt and the job hunt isn't working out, maybe it's not a bad idea to go back to school. Maybe you can qualify for some kind of financial aid or some kind of assistance to go back to school, or receive, some kind of help for being a student. I'm not sure how that works. I've not been in school for a very long time. Or maybe like some dream to start a business, or maybe you've kind of always thought about relocating. Maybe it might be a good idea to start applying for jobs in the city or the state that you've always kind of felt like you've been wanting to go or check out or live. Like, it might be a good time to just kind of really go big, right? Especially, Leo, if you feel like there's been this theme for you for a while where you keep trying and things don't work out or things fall apart. Sometimes things are being cleared out of our way so that we pursue that dream, because a lot of the times the dreams that we have are something that was gifted to us to help us, hint us towards our purpose or our path, or what we came here to accomplish in this lifetime. And so this is saying, what about starting on that dream? What about going for it? No time like the present, especially if other things aren't working out, especially if it has felt like it's been down on the luck. Like what do you have to lose? Maybe it's a good time to try the one thing you haven't. Because all the other things maybe are not panning out. So what about what you haven't tried? What about what you've been dreaming of? You could be being directed to realize those dreams. If we look at 3 again, like I said, the Ascended Masters are helping you. They're guiding you through these crossroads that you're experiencing. If we look at these together, like 3 plus 3 equals 6, it's kind of escaping me the numerology message for 6, or what how numerology breaks down the number 6, but I know for me in my readings, when I see the number 6, or yeah, it's like brought to me like, oh, this is like number 6 energy. For me, when my guides bring that number to me, they're telling me that someone is focusing too much on the financial aspect of things. They're putting too much importance on how much is in their bank account, or when it comes to winning people over or having, fulfilling relationships, they might really try to impress other people or win them over by buying them gifts, by buying them presents. And so this idea of like having to have a certain financial or material amount may have been keeping you from realizing your dreams or for going for your dreams. And this is saying, balance it out. Yes, money is important in this lifetime and in this world, because we do not live in a barter world. We do not live in a barter society. I can't go to my landlord and say, hey, I don't have rent this month, but I'll give you an energy healing, or I'll give you all the tarot readings you want for the next month. My landlord would say, get the heck out. My landlord's not going to barter with me. Or I can't say, hey, I don't have rent this month, but tell you what, I'll go and I'll do all of the like landscaping, and I'll do all of the cleaning and the repairs in the building. My landlord's gonna say, no, I need rent. We don't live in a world where we can trade or we can barter. And so in that way, yes, finances are important. Money is important because it does bring us some stability. It does bring us some freedom and some independence. It does allow us to do things that are fun or to enjoy ourselves. But it's not the most important thing, and it doesn't determine your worth or your value as a person, and it does not necessarily speak to people on how much you care about them or how much you mean to them. So this is a good time inviting you to connect with others just on a one-on-one soul level, without the fancy schmancy stuff, without big gifts, without big fancy dinners or fancy things. It's the time to go ahead and connect with people, pursue your dreams, see who is being supportive of you. You'll find your true blue friends on that path. Okay, my dears, we are going to pull your angel card, and this tripod is just being a butt. I want to try to it's gonna drop down as I'm shuffling, so you'll have to deal with my droopy tripod here for a moment. I don't know what happened to my other tripod. It like wandered off, so I'll have to be ordering another one this week. Okay, my dears, so here we have your angel message for the week. And as always, guys, I always include the deck info in the description for those of you who are like me, who just cannot get enough of the different cards in the different decks. All right, here's your angel message. And of course, watch your moon sign and rising sign videos too, because those will add a little extra info for you. They may even resonate more some months than others. They can bring in additional guidance. So your angel message for the week, my darlings, is Angel of Soul Love. Time to look at how you value yourself. Issues of self-love. So remember how I was saying some of you are, yeah, this tripod's on its last leg. Some of you are really in that energy where you're like questioning yourself a lot, or you're not valuing yourself, or you feel like because you're not in a certain career path, or you're not in a certain bank account, that you're not worthy. And so your angels and guides are asking you to find other ways of seeing how worthy you are, how successful you are, how great you are, because that's bringing you into the energy of finally being able to be open to receive the gifts and the abundance and the realization of your dreams and your manifestation. You're kind of labeling yourself, or you're restricting yourself too much, Leo. Really focus on all the things that make you wonderful, the way you are in this moment now. I feel, Leo, a lot of you are working to manifest, but you're manifesting it at like that it's gonna come like a long time from now, like, oh, you know, I'm gonna get this amazing job, then I'm gonna be able to move in this great place, then I'm gonna be able to meet the right person for me. And then like you keep putting the dream off, you keep putting it like it can't happen yet because all these other things have to happen first. And that's how you're manifesting the how, or you're telling yourself like, you know, that you have to earn it in some way. And I'm not saying we don't have to earn that which we have in our life. You know, I was raised to be a hardworking person. In all of my jobs, I've been a hardworking person. So I'm not saying that, you know, you just are going to expect for everything to be handed to you. But you need to realize you are deserving of receiving in this moment now as you are. That where you are in your life right now, your circumstances do not dictate, you know, how valuable you are as a person, or you know, if you're successful or not. There's a lot of different ways in which we could be successful. So be in your joy now, be in your success now, be in your worthiness now, and really really be very loving towards yourself, and you're going to attract all kinds of experiences and relationships and friendships that are beneficial for you. All right, my darlings, if you are wanting more love life info, I do the love reading separately on my channel. If you go to the link in the description, it will take you to the love readings. I'm more than happy to give you a private reading. For those of you who need a private reading, there's a Calendly link in the description to schedule with me. And then guys, don't forget, in between the videos, every single day, I post a card of the day. I do the pick a card game on my site. A lot of you have been having fun playing that game with me. So check that stuff out too, you know, on Facebook and Instagram, amethystangellight. Go ahead and like and follow and check that out in between the videos. I thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, for being here. And I'm sending you so much love and so much light. Take care, Leo.